Let's visit the tallest lighthouse in eastern Canada.
Welcome to Playmore Lighthouse. And I work between here and the visitor center in Clare. One wall is 6.5 feet thick and 2.5 feet at the top.
6.5 feet thick?
Yeah.
All stone?
And all the rock was core just a couple kilometers away.
Okay, so we're gonna climb. How many feet up to the top? Or you do everything in meters, right?
109 feet to the top of the light, and 125 to the top of the lighting rod.
Oh boy.
There's 122 steps.
Well, I'm old, but I guess we'll try it.
I guess. And this is the bottom of the lighthouse light, which is just above us here. With the Fresnel lens, the light can be seen up to 18 to 20 miles away. But it's pretty good visibility.
And yet the bulb itself is not that big, right?
No, it's only a standard 200 watt bulb.
And it can be seen way out to sea.
Yeah.
Now, why are there 3 bulbs there?
Well, in case one of them happens to blow or something happens to go wrong, one of the other 3 will spin up into position and click, and then it will begin to...
So it's a triple safety system.
Yeah, yeah.
Outside the lighthouse are the remains of Italian radio inventor Marconi's wireless telegraph station. Only ruins now, but once a major stepping stone in building global communications. A bit further down the road is the oldest archaeological burial monument in the New World, and marks the resting place of a native 12-year-old boy about 7,500 years ago. The body was covered with red ochre, wrapped in skins, and was surrounded by several spearheads, a walrus tusk, and a harpoon head. The boy, a member of the maritime archaic Indians, lived in this spot when the great pharaohs ruled Egypt. Pinware River, located between Clare and Red Bay, is one of North America's premier salmon fishing venues. If you can stand the bitter cold and the vicious black flies, fishing here would be paradise. But on the day I arrived, a tragedy had just occurred.
We're searching for a body that was lost on July 9th, Carl Normore, and around 11:30 in the morning, and we've had people from Clare to Red Bay, and people are putting a lot of time into trying to find his body, and we haven't met no success.
What happened to him?
He went out the river from the porch of the river in a small boat, about 10 or 12 feet.
Salmon fishing.
And we go salmon fishing, and he lost control of the boat, and he threw an anchor, and the boat went down downstream, and the anchor hooked, I guess, and the boat just broke up and out the river and waved.
Now, was this gentleman a tourist or was he a local
No, local person.
local person?
From Lansing.
And now you're waiting for what?
We got a crowd of people up there in the Zodiac now trying to find his body.
Uh-huh.
And the Coast Guard.
And we got a Coast Guard that's coming with a chopper, and we're supposed to be here this morning. She was here a couple of days ago and searched the river, and all we found was
No
a
luck.
jacket.
Now, what's your name, sir?
Calvin Whale.
Thanks a lot.
I don't believe they ever found that poor man. Can you tell how aggressive these black flies are? They're even attacking my camera lens.
I was born down by the water, it's here I'm gonna stay. I've searched for all the reasons why I should go away, but I haven't got the thirst for all those modern day toys, so I'll just take my chances with those saltwater joys. Following a little brook as it trickles to the shore in the autumn when the trees are flaming red, kicking leaves that fall around me, watching sunset paint the hills. It's all I'll ever need to feel at home.
And at last, after 5 days on the road, I have reached my destination, Red Bay, Labrador. A total population of 275 hardy souls lives in Red Bay, and although there are further settlements north of here, this is as far as you can go by road. It doesn't look like much, does it? The road turns into this driveway which drops down to the sea, and behind it, a plain white dwelling housing a hairdressing shop. So what's so great about this place anyway?
Hi, and what's your name, please?
My name's Norma Hilliard.
And what town are we in?
Red Bay, Labrador.
Now, why am I interviewing you? Why is it you are kind of unique?
This is the last house you can possibly get into in Labrador from the road.
There's no more road, and you're the last house on the road. So, if you were to drive along the east coast of North America, you could start in Key West, Florida, and this is as far as you could possibly go. Is that right?
This is as far as it goes.
Well, that's kind of unique.
It is.
Thanks a lot.
Okay.
Hi, I'd like to welcome you to the Red Bay Visitor Center. We're in Red Bay, Labrador, and this center here is devoted to the Basque whaling that took place here in 1500s, mainly from 1550 to 1600. Most of the exhibits that we have on display here are from excavations that took place here in Red Bay, mainly on Saddle Island. So why don't you come along with us?
Well, I went along with Neil's brother out to Saddle Island. It was pouring rain and a temperature in the 40s. I should have known this was going to be an ordeal by the wrecked ship aground off the island, but it was too late to turn back. Over 400 years ago, Basque whalers carried out a very large whaling fishery in Red Bay here on Saddle Island. They came across the Atlantic in relatively small wooden ships and endured tremendous hardships in perhaps the most dangerous profession of the time, small boat whaling. The Basque people inhabited the southern part of France and the northern part of Spain along the Atlantic coast. In 1983, archaeologists digging on Saddle Island discovered a mass grave of many bodies. Whether killed by accident or disease, these intrepid sailors never made it home. Now I thought that the boatsmen would stay with me out here, but they hightailed it back to the warmth of the visitors center and left me on the island for an hour with no shelter. I hunkered down next to a rock to keep my camera dry. The pile of debris you see here has been sitting on the island for over 400 years. It is discarded roof tiles from Europe, used as ballast on the ships coming over to Labrador. Just when I was about to give up hope of being rescued, I spotted the boat coming out for me from the visitors center. I'm saved!
Hi, my name is David. I'm a tour guide here at the Red Bay Visitor Center. On behalf of everybody that works here at the Visitor Center, we'd like to thank you for coming to visit Red Bay and the island, and we hope you come back and visit us again.
And that's it. There's our trip up to Labrador. Thanks for being with me, and I hope you've enjoyed the trip as much as I have. It's a beautiful place, rather unexplored up here, and maybe some of you would like to make the trip. It's as far as you can go by road in North America along the East Coast. So until our next trip, wherever that might be, our next Let's Visit trip, this is Dave Welsh saying au revoir.
Proud resources waiting still, their splendid task will soon fulfill. Obedient to